Lauren, how do you approach this week when you're mathematically still a chance, but you need a big win? Do you change the way you go about it at all?
No, we approach this week like we do any other, and obviously it's the last fixtured round and still an opportunity to make finals. So, yeah, we maintain the momentum that we've been able to generate over the last month or so.
What was the most pleasing aspect of the showdown win that you can take into this week?
You all might be sick of me saying it, but the way we go about things is crucial, and I thought it felt like a final. I think for anyone that was at the game would have enjoyed the atmosphere and a little bit of back and forth on and off the ball, which comes with finals type games. And I thought our group was exceptional in that space, looking after each other and also playing the game in the right way.
Is it a bit of a coach killer finishing a season in such red hot form? Given is it a bit of a what could have been type of view?
Oh, I love the form that we're in, and I think it's a real positive for our group. I hope it allows us an opportunity to play finals, and also whichever way that falls, we have real understanding of what we're capable of in 2025 and beyond. I think you can only build on what we're doing right now, and this weekend against the Giants is another opportunity to continue some maturity about the way we go about things and continue to build on the form that we've been in.
You had some injuries at the start of the year and of season, and also maybe lost some games that you should have won, but what has clicked, do you feel, in the last fortnight or so? Can you put your finger on?
Yeah, the click is a bit of language we've been talking about actually. I've been talking for a couple of years now. I reckon there's an amount of games you need to play as a group to perform under high pressure, like the finals type game that we had in the showdown, and the players are noticing it without being prompted, and they feel like there's this click on field, and sometimes we wish we click sooner than we do, and I do think there's a little bit of patience that's required for that. And unfortunately, with the limited season that there is in AFLW, I think we're clicking at a time where if we were playing in a men's fixture, it'd be clicking at a very, very good time of year. And for us, we need to hopefully create an opportunity where we make finals, and if we do and if we don't, I think there's a conversation going into next year around how we get the click to occur earlier, and maybe we have just played enough games of footy together as a program.
You play a very attacking brand of footy, which is obviously very entertaining to watch, but do sometimes leak a lot of goals as well to the opposition. Will that be a conversation over the pre-season if things don't go your way this weekend on how you can defensively step up next year?
Yeah, our Team D is a conversation that we've had over a course of time, and it's something I've been really bullish about. If you want to score as much as we do, there's going to be leaks in the boat. And so I've always said to my group, if we score more than the opposition and we're winning the game, I don't really mind. And the flip side of that is it's meant that we have let through score, and it's impacted our percentage at this point of the year. So, I put my hand up for that, and we have invested heavily into our offense and our contest, which has put us in the position to play, I think, the most attractive brand of footy there is in the competition. People love watching us play, and we will tidy that up as we grow as a program, and our Team D is something that you would have noticed has improved. The connection with our backline and particularly our mids over the last 2-3 weeks has improved significantly, and it's something we continue to look to do.
Similar question to what Josh asked before, but 2 years in a row you guys have come home with a wet sail and been the form team in the comp. If it doesn't go your way this weekend, will you do anything different over pre-season and those weeks leading up to round one to get the click, or however you want to refer to it, earlier in the season? Like, is there a training thing you can do different, or anything that you've had in those thoughts in those space? Yeah,
you think about it all the time as a coach. And there's things that we'll discuss whenever our season does end. There'll be parts of our review where you look into how can we generate better form earlier in the season. And I do think without conceding anything, I do think that there's a live conversation for how much footy our group's played together and the age and the maturity of our group. And I think the more footy we've played together, it's been a really strong sign of our players' connection and how we've maintained momentum as a program despite things not going our way earlier in the year. I think it's a massive tick and a green flag for our program in how we've been able to come home off the back of not a great start to the year. And I think we take absolute positivity out of that and then search for the next piece, which is better form earlier in the season.
Do you think it'd bug you more to miss finals with the good form that you've carried into the back end of the season than if you guys were hanging out in 17th or 18th, but to know that you were close and you were building and you are there?
It's much of a muchness, isn't it? I think it's important that we're playing good footy, and right now we are.
Ash Woodland's 75th game this weekend. How important has she been to the group?
Yeah, Ash has been huge. She, a big leap coming from the crosstown rivals to join our program, and I don't think that should be undersold. took a lot of courage for Ash to come and move out of an environment that would have been exceptionally comfortable for her, and to come here and search for ways to improve herself and help us improve as a program. And she's definitely done that. And I think you look at a young person who wasn't initially drafted when she was first available in AFLW, but well before we were in AFLW, and to go to Melbourne and have a crack with the Ds, and then to come back and play footy here in Adelaide, and then to come across to Port, just to watch her growth as still someone in their mid-20s who's now taken a leap out of being a league-leading goal kicker in a past life to now being a quality midfielder in our team. She's been exceptional, and the first 75, I think there's only more to come for Ash, and yeah, we do love her.